All right, last week we started getting into the constant of proportionality, which is a unit rate, and we used the letter K to represent the constant of proportionality. That hasn't changed, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper into our proportions and our unit rates. So the constant of proportionality, again, and unit rate are equivalent. We can use the constant of proportionality to help write equations using proportional relationships. So when you transform k equals y over x to y equals kx, we can write an equation that can be applied to various situations. Remember that x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So that means any change in x will affect y. So we're going to do a few examples here. If you are buying Jersey tomatoes for a cost of £2 for $3.98, write an equation to represent the proportional relationship. All right, so the first thing we have to do is determine the unit rate. C is for cost, P is for pounds. Okay, and so what we do is, my writing utensil is not great, but I'll do my best here. All right, so K is going to be 398 over 2. And that equals, you can do mental math or use a calculator, 199 over 1. So K equals 199. Okay, so we found our unit rate. Now let's write an equation to relate the two quantities. All right, so the cost, C, that's going to equal our unit rate times the pounds. All right, and now we know what our unit rate is, so we can stick that in there for K, and that is our final equation. C equals 199 P. All right. Okay. At the candy store, you purchase 5 pounds for $22.45. Let's do the same thing. Let's figure this out. All right. So K will equal 22.45 over 5. Mental math again brings us to 499, or you can use a calculator. Sorry about the writing. That's 499. Let me write it down here. Maybe it'll be a little clearer. Not really. Okay, so 499. All right, that is our unit rate. All right, so for every pound of candy you get, it's going to be $4.99. So how do we write that as an equation? All right, so we know that C, our cost, equals the unit rate times the pounds. So we know what our unit rate is. So our cost is going to be $4.49 times all of those pounds of candy. All right, let's do one more. All right, write an equation to represent the proportional relationship shown in the table. Okay, we have 10 gallons and 247 miles. All right, so first thing we want to do is determine our unit rate. How do we do that? Get our equation out here. All right, here, let me put an X. It's supposed to be an X and a Y up here to make it easier for you. All right, K equals Y over X. So 247 over 10 equals, you can do mental math or use a calculator once again, 24.7 over 1. And simplified, that's 24.7. Okay, so let's turn that into an equation. Phew. Okay, so M, that's our miles, that's our Y, equals KG. All right, And our final equation, since we know our unit rate, would be m equals 24.7 g. All right, there you go.